In question number 7 of this first exercise, we are asked to find the number of lines of symmetry for the following set of figures. So let us see the first set of figures. So here we'll use the concept of symmetry of regular polygons to find the number of lines of symmetry. Now as we all know that all regular polygons are symmetrical figures. Now a polygon is said to be regular if all its sides are of equal length and all its angles are of equal measure. Now each regular polygon has many lines of symmetry as it has sides. Now as we all know, based on the symmetry of an equilateral triangle, that it has all the angles of equal measure and all the sides of equal length. So we can definitely say that an equilateral triangle is a regular polygon, and based on that, if it has three sides, which we can see here in this first figure, these are the three sides of this equilateral triangle. So there will be three lines of symmetry which will pass through the three vertices of the equilateral triangle. So these are the three lines of symmetry for the first figure, and hence we can write the lines of symmetry for an equilateral triangle will be 3. Moving on to figure B, which has an isosceles triangle. Now in an isosceles triangle, we all know that a pair of sides are of equal length. Let us consider the pair of sides which have equal lengths are these two. Now we know that this isosceles triangle can only be divided into two equal parts using this vertical line, because if we fold this figure about this line, so we'll see that these two equal sides will coincide. So for this isosceles triangle, we know that it's not a regular polygon, so we can say the lines of symmetry, the number of lines of symmetry will be only 1. Now figure C of this question has a scalene triangle, which we all know is not a symmetrical figure and is not a regular polygon. So we can therefore conclude that the lines of symmetry for a scalene triangle will be 0. Moving on, we have in the D part a square. So we all know that a square is a regular polygon. So hence there are 4 sides of a square. So the number of lines of symmetry will also be 4, which will pass through these two vertices. As we can see, the first line of symmetry, the second one will pass through the other two vertices, which are these two, and the other two will pass through the midpoint of the two sides. So we can conclude that the number of lines of symmetry for a square is 4. Let us now see the next set of figures of the question. So moving on to the A figure, which consists of a rectangle. Since we know that a pair of sides are equal, so to divide the rectangle in two equal halves, we'll first have this horizontal line, which is one of the axes of symmetry for this particular rectangle, because if we fold the figure about this line, we'll see that the equal parts will coincide. Similarly, if we consider this vertical line and if we fold the rectangle along this line also, we'll see that both the parts of the rectangle will coincide, making these two figures as the lines of symmetry for this rectangle. Next, in figure F, which is a rhombus, we know that a rhombus is also a regular polygon. Hence, in a rhombus, since it's symmetrical, we'll have 4 lines of symmetry. So this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. Because there are 4 sides of this regular polygon, we can say that the number of lines of symmetry is also 4. Moving on to the G part, which consists of a parallelogram. As we all know that a parallelogram is again a asymmetrical figure. So the number of lines of symmetry for a parallelogram is again 0. Next, in H part, we have a quadrilateral, which as we can see is again asymmetrical with 0 number of lines of symmetry. Now, in the I part, we have a regular hexagon. Since it's a regular polygon with 6 sides, these are the axis of symmetry or the line of symmetry. So, with 6 equal sides, there will be 6 lines of symmetry. 3 of them will pass through the 3 vertices, and the 3 of them will pass through the 3 equal pair of sides. So for a regular hexagon, we'll have the lines of symmetry, the number of lines of symmetry to be 6. That brings us to the last figure of this question, which is a circle. Now a circle is a symmetrical figure, and let us see the number of lines of symmetry which we can have in this circle. So the first line, let me divide the circle into 2 equal halves. So this line will divide the circle into 2 equal halves. So will be done by this line. So will be done by this line. So will be done by this line. And if we continue to draw lines, we'll see that we can draw multiple lines passing through a circle, which will give us as many lines as we can draw through a circle. So hence, to give an answer, we can conclude that the number of lines of symmetry for a circle is nothing but infinity. Okay, this is a symbol which is used to represent the word infinity. So there are infinite lines which we will get through a circle, and all those infinite lines are the number of lines of symmetry. So as many lines as you can draw on a circle will all be the lines of symmetry. So this is how we find the number of lines of symmetry for a set of figures, and this concludes the 7th question.
To learn more about how Cuemath can help you crack school and board exams, explore Cuemath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.